Hi Sir Mabini, good afternoon. My name is Herrera and today I will discussing the Philippine presidents from Ramon Magsaysay up to Ferdinand Marcos Jr. Focus focusing on their key accomplishments and contributions to our nation. Let's start to Ramon Magsaysay. President Ramon Magsaysay in 1953 to 1957, known as the Man of the Masses. He restored people's trust in the government and strengthened the anti-communist campaign, and he also promoted land reform and rural development. President Carlos P. Garcia in 1957 to 1961, he advocated the Filipino First policy and he encouraged local businesses and industries. And he also promoted austerity and economic independence. President Diosdado Macapagal in 1961 to 1965, known as the Poor Boy from Lubao, and he moved Independence Day to June 12 in 1898. And he also introduced the Land Reform Code. President Ferdinand E. Marcos in 1965 to 1986, he built many infrastructure projects like bridges and roads. He declared martial law in 1972 and he also promoted economic and political reforms, though his role became controversial. President Corazon Aquino in 1986 to 1992, he restored democracy after martial law, drafted the 1987 Constitution, and also encouraged peace and national unity. President Fidel V. Ramos in 1992 to 1998, known for Philippines 2000 Development Program, and he improved peace and order and economic stability, and he also encouraged foreign investment. President Joseph Estrada in 1998-2001, he advocated for the poor, which is hirap para sa mahirap. And he focused on agriculture and anti-poverty programs. And his term also ended early due to People Power II. President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo in 2001-2010, she boosted the economy and infrastructure, and she implemented education reforms and anti-terrorism efforts, and she also faced several political controversies. President Benigno Noynoy Aquino III in 2010 to 2016. He known for Daang Matuwid, which is ang English kay straight path governance. He focused on anti-corruption and good governance, and he also strengthened the economy and transparency. President Rodrigo Duterte in 2016 to 2022, he launched the Build program, known for his campaign against illegal drugs, and also he promoted infrastructure, federalism, and peace talks. And last but not the least, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. in 2022 and now present. He focused on economy recovery after the pandemic. Sorry. And strengthening foreign relations and agriculture programs. And he also promotes unity and modernization. And now, let's talk about sa ilang mga ang accomplishment. Ramon Magsaysay, his accomplishment known as the champion of the common man, strengthened democracy and fought against corruption, improved rural development and supported farmers through the Agricultural Tenancy Act, successfully suppressed the Hukbalahap or Huk Communist Rebellion, brought the government closer to the people with the open door policy. Carlos P. Garcia and his accomplishment is introduced the Filipino First policy, prioritize Filipino businesses over foreign ones. And he also promoted economic nationalism and self-reliance. And he also advocated cultural revival and national pride. Diosdado Macapagal and his accomplishment is change Independence Day from July 4 to June 12 to honor the 1898 Declaration of Independence. Implemented the Land Reform Code of 1963 to help farmers own land, and he also worked on stabilizing the Philippine economy. Ferdinand E. Marcos Jr. Papa ninyo. Ferdinand E. Marcos and his accomplishment is built major infrastructures like roads, bridges, hospitals, and cultural centers. And he also declared martial law in 1972 to 1981, controversial but aimed at restoring order. And established the Green Revolution program for food self-sufficiency, and he also implemented projects like the Heart Center, Lung Center, and Bataan Nuclear Power Plant. Corazon C. Aquino and her accomplishment is first female president. The first female president of the Philippines, restored democracy after the Marcos dictatorship, drafted the 1987 Constitution, restating civil liberties. And she also promoted peace talks with rebel groups. Fidel V. Ramos and his accomplishment is improved the economy and attracted foreign investors, and achieved political stability and peace agreements with rebels, and initiated major infrastructure and energy projects. And also, he implemented Philippines 2000 Modernization Plan. Joseph Irap Estrada and his accomplishment focus on anti-poverty programs and helping the poor, and continue agricultural modernization programs, and he also ousted in 2001 due to corruption allegation, which is EDSA the third or World War II. Gloria Macapagal Arroyo and her accomplishments is achieve economic growth and stability despite global crisis, and improve infrastructure and technology programs, and she promoted education and digital connectivity, And she also strengthened counter-terrorism efforts in Mindanao. Benigno Noynoy Aquino III, and his accomplishment is implemented Daang Matuwid, which is straight path, anti-corruption campaign, achieved strong economic growth and improved international credit ratings, modernized the armed forces, and he won the West Philippine Sea arbitration case against China in 2016. Rodrigo Duterte and his accomplishment is launched the Build Infrastructure Program. And he implemented the free tuition law for states, universities, and colleges. And signed the Bangsamoro Organic Law and creating the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, and he also focused on anti-drug and anti-crime campaigns. And last but not the least is Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., which is present now, and his accomplishments as of now. He promote food security through the Kadiwa ng Pangulo and agricultural supports programs, and strengthened international relations and economic partnerships, and continue infrastructure development under Build Better More, and focus on renewable energy, digitalization, and post-pandemic recovery. And he also improved transportation and tourism sector. In conclusion, from Magsaysay to Marcos Jr., each president has made unique contributions that shape our country's progress. And thank you for listening, sir.